What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you, another From Season 2 theory video. And in this video, I want to tackle the question that's been messing with me in my mind. Maybe you thought about it too, but it is, will Jade lose his mind and go crazy? And if you're into theories like that, please subscribe to this channel. Hit that thumbs up for your boy and spread this across the realm. We have a bunch of great things coming up, like an interview with Victor, and we also have an interview with Julie. I'm giving the names that we have for the show, but you know I'm talking about the actors themselves. But let's get right into this video. Although I feel that Jade is remotely responsible for this whole situation that everybody is in, you could check my old video that I put up there that says that Jade is the fault for this. I do think there's a good chance that we could see Jade lose his mind for what's going on to him. And we're going to break it down real quick. A lot of times they try to slip things in there and not have you pay any attention about what certain characters are saying. But when Ethan talks, I'm telling you, pay close attention to every word that comes out of that kid's mouth. They try to make it seem like it's a child saying it, so don't worry about it, but that is not the case. So let's break down everything that's going on with Jade and Ethan while they search Victor's room.
Here he is. He's doing his part.
Yeah? His part of what?
The quest.
Sorry, the what?
That's what this is. It's a quest. And everyone has a part to play. Even you. Why do you care so much about Victor?
So when Jade first arrived in Fromville, he thought that this was an escape room. He thought that this was just something set up by his boy Toby just to have a good time, and it was just going to be a great old thing until he seen Toby dead. But he takes pause when Ethan tells him that this is a quest, which is a journey. And he starts to think of it as such after he says those words. That's the significance of this. Let's continue.
I have been seeing some very crazy shit lately.
You swear a lot.
Get over here. Point is, every time I see something really weird, I see this. This symbol.
So in this scene, we hear Jade use the word crazy itself. They could have used the word weird. They could have used the word unexplained, but they specifically used the word crazy. And every time he has gotten a vision of anything, what happens? It's about that symbol. That symbol does pop up every time. So his visions are connected to this symbol. And that's why he's going crazy. He doesn't understand exactly what this symbol means.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't draw this though. I found this. But Kenny's mom gave me tea and then she went, anyway, look, point is, this journal is old, all right? And whoever it belonged to kept drawing the same weird symbol that I have been seeing over and over and over again.
Now he yada over Kenny's mom giving him tea, which I think is kind of suspect that he did that. Is it really important in this conversation? No, but the fact that he did it makes it suspicious to me. Now we don't know exactly where all this food is coming from. We know it's been placed in the woods and they found it and they found the crops and everything they have has been given to them. So the people that give it to them, what if they've put stuff inside of this food? What if they put some psychedelic drugs or something inside of it to make them see things or make them react the way they want to react? But in this, he says that he keeps seeing the symbol over and over again, and this person was drawing the symbol over and over again. Now, when you draw something over and over again, that is called hypographia. Hypographia is the tendency for excessive and compulsive writing or drawing and has been observed in persons with temporal lobe epilepsy. TLE is the most common form of epilepsy with focal seizures. With seizures occurring in the optical lobe, visual disturbances or hallucinations have been reported. And we have seen this in this show time and time again, whether it's Elgin, who is the newest person, or Sarah, or Ethan. every time they have had a seizure, they have had an hallucination. Now, we haven't seen Jade have a seizure, but it has led him to hypographia. And there's something else going on with hypographia, but we're going to get to that in 1 second. Let's continue the scene with Ethan and Jade in Victor's bedroom.
See this? What do you see?
He's got the journal.
What else?
That's Victor's lunchbox.
Not just Victor's lunchbox. That's Victor.
So when we see this picture that he's showing of this man with Victor, we can see that Victor is still a child. It's actually the same age that we see when he comes out of the bunker. That's the age that Victor is when we see this picture right here. So what does this guy have to do with everything? All of a sudden, this guy has seen those same symbols also, so he wants Victor to tell him maybe he knows exactly what these symbols mean.
Symbols are important, especially on a quest.
Yeah.
But you have to figure out if they're good symbols or bad symbols.
What do you mean? What do you mean bad symbols?
Sometimes it would make you do bad things.
So we hear Ethan right here tell Jade, and Jade listens to him because he brought that quest thing up, and Jade is believing in the quest, that sometimes symbols make you do bad things if they are bad symbols. And Jade just, oh, you're a creepy little kid, and tries to hush him and walk away with it. But that, I believe, is a very important situation that he just said, and this symbol could force Jade to go crazy and have Jade do some bad things. Why do I think that? Let me explain. So when we see this puppet in one of Jade's flashbacks come up, right? And Jade then screams back at this puppet, mannequin, whatever you want to call it. Then we see Victor see the same one downstairs in the cave with Tabitha, and that's what causes Victor to freak out, stop, sit down, and just start shaking. Now remember, they're in the cavern with all the monsters, right? You should be so afraid of the monsters, you want to get the hell out of there. But whatever happened and this mannequin reminded him of was so traumatic that it made him forget about the monsters, and he was paralyzed. What fear? So what could that be? There is only one link that I see, and that is this man in the picture. He is the link to this, both this mannequin thing with Jade and Victor. So I believe that this mannequin was this guy's. And when Victor was young and they were in this town, this guy would use this mannequin and he would probably entertain Victor. Victor's a child, mannequins are funny, but then something bad must have happened when it all was said and done. When Jade sees his first image of this symbol, where is he when he sees this symbol, if you remember? Well, he is in the bunker. He goes downstairs into that bunker, and when he does, he sees the guy with the boulder on top of him. That's when the guy screams. After the guy screams, then he looks up and he sees the symbol for the first time. So the first time we see this symbol, it is in conjunction with this bunker. And then we see Victor do what? When he's a child, the same age that we see in that picture, we see him come out of that bunker. And when he comes out of that bunker, what does he see? This is when he sees the boy in white, possibly where he sees the boy in white for the first time. You see him walk down the street, and when he does walk down the street, all of a sudden, everybody is dead and massacred. Now, you would look at it and you would think that most likely this happened because of the monsters. The monsters came and killed everybody. But we have no proof that that is exactly what happened. What if this guy in the picture flipped out and he is the reason why everyone's dead and he killed everybody? We seen this because of Sarah, right? When Sarah had to kill Toby, she made it look like all the monsters did it. And when dealing with these monsters, let me just say this real quick. We have no proof at all in this show that these monsters are actually eating people. We have never seen them eat one person in this show in over a season and a couple of episodes. Not once have we seen them bite someone and eat them and swallow that meat, ever. So let's not think that these monsters are eating people. Something else could be going on. So could these symbols have drove this guy crazy? Again, we heard Sarah, one of the people told her in the voices to kill the boy. Could it have been a situation like that where they told him murder everybody in the town, or the symbols just made him do it or gave him hallucination to do so? We seen this happen with Abby, Boyd's wife, right off the bat. When she got there after a little while, all of a sudden she started shooting and killing people, right? Thinking that, hey, everybody is dreaming, and if I shoot them and kill them, maybe it will wake them up. We don't know if Abby was seeing symbols. We have no idea. Maybe she was, or it was voices in her head that told her to do this and why she came up. But it seemed uncharacteristic. It wasn't like she was a murderous person already, but she was willing to kill her own son when she went crazy, which forced Boyd to kill him. When we see Victor in this time period, it is the 1970s. And what happened with Hypographia in the 1970s? In the 1970s, it was discovered that hypographia was often triggered by temporal lobe epilepsy. Scientists later linked it with bipolar disorder. And we have seen many people in this world actually lose their mind or act like two completely different people with bipolar disorder. We have seen people with bipolar disorder murder their whole family, and supposedly they are very fine one time and then all of a sudden just flip and lose their mind. And I think that this has a great chance to happening with Jade this season due to the fact that this is what he has, hypographia. So what's going on here? Let me explain it to you and give you further proof on what I'm saying and why it's true. While Jade is searching through Victor's stuff, if you look right here and pause it, you can see that there's a book, and this book is called Dark Rivers. When you look up Dark River, a book that was originally published in 1984, this is what it says. John 12 Hawkes introduced readers to a dangerous world inspired by the modern technology that monitors our lives. Under constant surveillance of a vast machine, a sophisticated computer network run by a ruthless group, society is mostly unaware of its own imprisonment. And these books are called the Fourth Realm Trilogy, and 3 of these novels describe parallel universes. As I said before, one controlled by a group using the vast machine for surveillance. Sounds an awful lot like what we have going on in this show right now. But in the end, I'm asking you to tell me what you think. And how can you do so? In the comment section. Let me know exactly what you think of this. Again, join us Friday. We will be interviewing the actor that plays Victor. He will be taking your calls. Make sure you're there live to watch that. And on Sunday, on Escaping From, we will have the actress who plays Julie joining us, breaking down this next episode. I cannot wait for that to happen, and I cannot wait to see you there so that you can join in and ask some questions yourself. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this video, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.